Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And I noticed this radio on Amazon a couple of days ago. It's sold by GOOZEEZOO, and it's based on the TEF 6686. And this has been around for a while in various forms. I mean, many different forms. And so I asked them, would they send me one for a review? This is a brand new product from them. And they, sure enough, sent me one. So I got one in. It's a little difficult to learn how to use it. The only manual that comes with it is a little, I think it's about a 4-inch by 4-inch, maybe 6-inch by 6-inch, double-sided piece of paper with some general instructions. So I'm struggling learning how to use it. It's FM, AM, shortwave, long wave, medium wave. Oh, and it has this nice, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that, go back. Nice display. And the display is very, very crisp. This picture doesn't do us justice. Now, the reason I'm showing you this ad on Amazon is because there's additional information in this ad that's not in the little sheet that they send you. So I learned quite a bit just from this ad. Now, let's go down, and it's $80. Typically, these radios with this TEF 6686 are much more than that. Here's an example. This is the same thing, a little bigger screen, I think, a little bigger built-in battery, and it has a keypad. But it's $102. Okay, let's go back. So let me show you some things that the ad shows you, and you can see it yourself. Okay. Little typo error there. It's 4.5 inches across, 2.7 inches height, and 1.1 inches deep. It's a little confusing there. Here's the bands. FM 65 to 108 megahertz, AM 522 to 1620, shortwave 1700 to 27,000. That doesn't look right, but anyway, it's 27 megahertz. Unfortunately, it doesn't go to 30. I wish it did. Anyway, and it has long wave 144 to 519. Now, it says it has enhanced sound, has a built-in 4-ohm 2-watt speaker. I'm going to show you that in a minute. It has an earphone jack, and then the battery is 1,000 milliamp hours. Now, let's go down. This is where you get more information in this ad than you do in the paperwork. Okay, this tells you all the things I just told you. It does have Wi-Fi. I don't know what the use of Wi-Fi is. Maybe for updating the firmware. It does come with version 2.2 of the firmware. And it does have RDS decoding capability. Here's the menu. You go to this screen, there's all kinds of things you can change. I got lost in these menus. It just shows you how he has 2 knobs. There are radios like this that have 3 knobs. And then it has 3 buttons here. Bandwidth selection, mode selection, whether manual, auto, or memory, because it does have ATS, and band select. Okay. And then it shows you what are some of the things on the screen, which I didn't see anything in the little manual that told me this stuff. Well, this is good information. Now, what blew my mind, and I don't know if it was up here. Let me go back. Let me go down further. Oh, here. It shows you everything. 2.8-inch color to screen, magnificent screen. This picture doesn't do it justice. There's the SMA antenna connection. And I looked, when I first got it, I looked at this thing. It's like not a slot, but it's just like a wafer there. And that's the speaker. What? And then, but if you go up here, it shows this gigantic speaker. I don't know how that's configured. This is weird. Another one of those weird radios. Okay, that's all the pictures. So I've been trying to learn how to use it. Like I say, the manual gives you a little bit of information, but not very much. Comes with a telescopic antenna. I'm looking at it right now. It's probably 15 inches. Pretty short. Pretty short. I did do, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon here in Clearwater, Florida, and I did do the auto scan. Now, when you're in this particular mode and you've selected auto and you turn the tuning knob, it starts searching, and it will search until it finds a strong signal, hopefully a station, and then it will stop. And that's how you can do a search. Then there's the ATS function, which I'm still learning how to do the ATS, which will do a search, do a scan and save the strong stations it found, and then continue on and save the stations. I did that on FM, and it found a lot of stations. I could not. I struggled. I could not get the ATS to work on the shortwave band. I don't know what I was doing wrong. Obviously something. So I've got to learn how to do that before I do a show of this thing operating. I want to thank those people from GOOZEEZOO. They're sending me this week. I mean, I asked them and they responded the next day and sent it to me, and I got it the next day. That's how fast these people are. I think that's about it. Let's look at these pictures here, see if anything here. There's where you can select the bandwidth. I mean, it's got so many options. And unfortunately, the documentation that comes with it is very poor. Now, there is a possibility that I could find the documentation for like this one, and maybe it's better. I don't know. I haven't tried that. I just now thought about it. What else we got here? That's battery capacity, and then we got 3 other. It's got an aluminum case. That would surprise you. Not plastic. It's aluminum. And it's a touch screen. I forgot to mention that. It's a touch screen. Now, my stylus that came with one of my other radios didn't work very good. And it's kind of a funky looking stylus, but I thought it would work good. So, and it doesn't come with a stylus. So I've got other styluses from other radios I'm going to try, because I kept fat fingering it, so I can't use my finger. Now, one thing I was looking to do, and I saw a video of one of these other ones where you could touch with a stylus, say, the frequency, and then it would bring up a numeric keypad on the screen, and then you could direct tune. I haven't been able to get this to do that. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe you have to be in a little different mode. I was in manual mode, So I thought it would do that. You can push in this top button when you're in manual mode, and you can change which digit will change. So you can change it to tune 1 hertz, 1 kilohertz on up. So that's kind of how you can do a manual tune. And assuming that I can figure out how that you can touch the screen and that numeric keypad will come up. But maybe in this version, it doesn't. I mean, that's the advantage of this one, which you pay quite a bit more, is it has this keypad down. And I think the video I watched where the person, I think it was Todderbert, used the keypad on the screen was on this radio. So that's about it. I'm looking forward to reviewing this. I did a scan at 4 o'clock, about an hour ago, in the afternoon of all things. I don't know, strange time to do it. But I did receive 4 stations very strong. Well, actually, 4 different frequencies. They were repeats of the same station, just on different frequencies. I received Radio Martini, which is way up in northeast United States. I received WRMI, which is in Okeechobee, easy for me to say, Florida. And I received, forgot call sign, but the one in Nashville, Tennessee. So that was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm looking forward to doing a review of this. Just got to learn how to use it a little better. I did watch a video show by 1 or 2 other people, and I could see they were struggling too. So they didn't go into much detail about how to do various things because they were struggling too because of the lack of documentation. Anyway, $79 compared to one that's 102. And it's basically the same radio, just different firmware, different version, and it doesn't have the numeric keypad like this one does. That's it. If you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, wish you would. Have a great day. Bye-bye.